Hello guys, welcome to the video lecture. In this video lecture I am going to teach you the concept of engineering scales. Basically, the scales are used to draw drawings of an object to its actual size. But it is sometimes not possible or convenient to draw drawings of an object to its actual size. For instance, drawings of very big objects like buildings, large machines, bridges, etc. cannot be prepared in actual size because they would be too big to accommodate on the drawing sheet. And similarly, drawings of very small objects like precision instruments, namely watches, electronic devices, etc., also cannot be prepared in full size because they would be too small to draw and to read. For the purpose of convenient, the scales are used to prepare a drawing at full size, reduced size and enlarged size. So we can see what is full size scale, reduced size scale, similarly enlarged size scale. So if we coming to the definition to the full size scale, here we are able to see this one. Yes, here if we show the length, if we show the actual length of an object on a drawing, then the scale used is called full size scale. So here we can show the designation also, that is 1:1. So the first number is representing drawing size and second number is representing actual size. So next we can move to the second scale, that is reduced size scale. Second one is reduced size scale. So here we can see, if we reduce the actual length of an object to accommodate that object on drawing, then the scale used is called reduced size scale. And for example, large machine parts, buildings, architectural drawings, these are very big to accommodate these drawings on the drawing sheet. So that is why we can reduce them. So here we can see designation also, that is 1:x. So here x is greater than 1. So here first number representing drawing size and second number x, second letter, that is x. X may whatever it may be, but x value must be greater than 1. Here actual size, that is x. So for example, here I have written 1:20. 20, that is actual size, but here I am taking drawing size, that is 1. So here this 1 is representing this 20. So that here the numerator, that means the first number, that is drawing size, second number, that is denominator. And next let us move to the third type of scale. Yeah, here we can see enlarged size scale. So here if we enlarge or increase the actual length of an object to accommodate that object on drawing, then the scale used is called enlarged size scale. So here we can see examples: small machine parts, precision instruments, watches. These are very small objects. So uh, so they would be too small to draw and to read on the drawing sheet. So that is why we can enlarge the actual size. So that here we can use enlarged size scale. So we can see the designation x:1. That means first letter, that is x, representing drawing size. As we discussed in the previous scale, x always greater than 1. So actual size 1. So x value is greater than 1. So here we can here we have seen I have written example, that is 20:1. So and similarly here we can see x is greater than 1. And if we coming to the types of engineering scales, we have five types. The first one is plane scale, second diagonal scale, third one vernier scale, and fourth one comparative scale, and fifth one is scale of chords. According to our syllabus, we are going to see plane scale and diagonal scale. And if we coming to the rule, yeah, to construct a scale on the drawing sheet, the following information is essential for the purpose of constructing any type of scale. We need this information. So the first one is representative factor, or this is also called representative fraction. This is also called scale factor. All are same. Representative fraction, factor, scale factor, all are same. So similarly here, second one, maximum length of the scale. This one also we need for the purpose of constructing the scale. And next, length of the scale. This is also important to construct any engineering scale. Next, here we can see what is representative factor or representative fraction or scale factor, all are same. So that is equal, that is the representative fraction is the ratio of the drawing size of an object to the actual size of an object. And if you observe here, braces in same units, we must convert each, that means numerator and denominator must be in same units. Suppose they are different, we should convert both of them into same units. So next, we can see length of the scale also. We have the formula for the purpose of calculating length of the scale, that is equal representative fraction into maximum length to be measured on the scale, that means L max. So length of the scale, that is also called LOS. And next, very important thing in the construction of engineering scales, that is metric measurements. So whatever the unit is there in the given data, we should convert every unit into the either centimeter or millimeter. And also we should know about unit conversion also in this particular engineering scales. And here we can see 10 millimeter, that is equal to 1 centimeter, and similarly 10 centimeter equal to 1 decimeter, 10 decimeter equal to 1 meter, 10 meters are equal to the 1 decameter, that is dam, and 10 decameter equal to 1 hectometer. Similarly 10 hectometers equal to 1 kilometer. So this is about metric measurement. Yeah, now we can see what is plane scale. Here plane scale means simply it is a line that is divided into number of equal parts. The first part is further divided into small parts. Those are called subdivisions. So it represents either a unit or two units. And if we coming to the these 4 points, here we can see in every engineering scale, the 0 should be placed at the end of the first main division. And second point, from the 0 mark, the units should be numbered to the right side, towards the right end, and its subdivisions towards the left end. The units should be stated clearly at the respective ends. And last point, the representative factor or fraction should be mentioned below the scale. This is about plane scale. And similarly we can see what is diagonal scale also. Yeah, here we are able to see the information that is about diagonal scale. Yeah, plane scales are used to read lengths in 2 units or to read to first decimal accuracy. First decimal accuracy means in this way. Here I can write like suppose we need to show 5.1 centimeter, we can go for the plane scale. But the diagonal scales are used either to measure very minute distances or to measure 3 units. Very minute distances means suppose we need to show 5.13 centimeter. So that time here we can see after decimal accuracy, after decimal point we have two numbers. And if we coming to this one, here we are able to show only 5.1 centimeter. Here we can show the decimal accuracy also. That means after decimal point also we are able to see two more numbers. And if we coming to this one, we are able to show only 5.1. So comparing to the plane scale, here the diagonal scale can give very it is having more accuracy comparing to the plane scale. So here but the diagonal scales are used either to measure very minute distances or to measure three units, decimeter, centimeter, millimeter, or yard, foot, inch. And if you coming to the diagonal scale, here one more point, height of the diagonal scale may generally be taken as 5 centimeter for convenience. And if we coming to the these three units here, decimeters, centimeters, and millimeters, these three are consecutive units. Similarly, yard, foot, inch, these three also consecutive inches, consecutive units. So always we should mark three consecutive units in the diagonal scale. Similarly, two consecutive units in the plane scale. And here let me construct one plane scale. Here suppose we have the length of the scale in this way. We can divide this, we can construct rectangle, because always scale is looking like a rectangle. The length of the scale we have to calculate according to the given data. Similarly, breadth of the scale, by default we can take 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter for plane scale. And after that we can divide this one into the number of equal parts, depends on the uh, L max. And according to the rule of engineering scale, 0 should be placed at the end of the first main division. Here I can write. Then towards right hand we can give the main division units 1, 2, 3. And next first main division will be divided into number of equal parts, depends on the units. And towards left hand we should give the numbering 0, 1, 2, 3, up and so on. And after that here we should place subdivision units, and here we should place main division units, and here we can write representative factor. And finally we can show the length of the scale at this particular portion. Yeah, this is about a plane scale. And similarly, if we coming to the diagonal scale, uh, first two steps are same. Length of the, we have to calculate length of the scale according to the given data. And next here we should take 5 centimeter for convenience purpose, the breadth or height of the scale, that is 5 centimeter. Yeah, suppose we got the scale in this way. Suppose we got the scale in this way. And next we should divide this one into the number of equal parts, depends on the L max. 0 should be placed at the end of the first main division. Next towards right hand we can give the main division units. And similarly we can divide this one into the number of subdivisions. Then after that we should divide each subdivision into diagonal division. That is the new point comparing to the plane. And once we got subdivisions, we should divide each main division into, each subdivision into number of diagonal divisions. That is the new point. I will explain this one very clearly in the construction of diagonal scale. Yeah, you can watch the construction of diagonal scale video, so that you will be getting a clear knowledge about this construction. So after that we can show the, here we can show the subdivision units, here main division units, and here diagonal division units. And here we can write representative factor. So finally here we can show length of the scale. So in this way we can construct plane scale and similarly diagonal scale. So we can see the construction in the next video, so that you will be getting the clear knowledge about this concept. Thank you.